I'd like to thank the organizers for the opportunity to join you and provide some thoughts on the ARS Laboratory Assessment Tool. The conduct of laboratory assessment is a time-honored part of any laboratory safety program. Organizations seeking to create a robust, results-oriented safety assessment program must consider the value added by automation. Automation creates an intrinsic link between the people performing the laboratory safety assessment and those who will resolve any issues identified during the assessment. The use of software can also serve as a substantial lever to make laboratory assessments and post-assessment record keeping more efficient. USDA-ARS in 2013 began a process to improve safety culture. One of the features of this initiative was the conduct of site visits by a multidisciplinary team of safety professionals. These visits included an assessment of laboratory and other work areas. After a few such visits, an attempt to analyze the findings for trends identified a number of inconsistencies on how data was being collected by the various assessment teams, which made it difficult to conduct any type of useful trend analysis. Some of the lessons learned from this first trend analysis attempt was the need to standardize report formats, accurately cite findings and the relevant citation, identified the need for a priority code and the need to avoid blanket statements for the facility, as it tended to skew the data. This was the genesis of the current project to develop an improved method for ARS to capture, track, and trend assessment findings. As with the deployment of any new tool, the training of the safety professionals utilizing it will be a key to success. Also, the ability to use cross-disciplinary teams to conduct assessments will enhance interdisciplinary cross-training, as well as reduce the amount of intrusions into the lab or work area. The inspection finding language should be standardized to facilitate analysis. The assessment tool has 126 common findings that an assessor can select which will add finding language and the associated authority and reference. They can also directly look for a specific relevant regulatory authority and find the relevant standard or reference, as well as add any comments related to a specific finding. The rationale for using specific regulatory standards, industry standards, and internal policies of best practice in the report is twofold, in that it explains the specific requirement to the laboratory staff who may wish to know why a specific finding is being documented. The finding report also provides documentation which can show a regulatory agency the information that is regularly monitored in the inspection process. Use of software tools such as the Laboratory Safety Assessment Tool can aid in the efficient identification and resolution of issues taking place at the work site, while having the added benefit of eliminating the administrative burden of collecting and filing paper-based lab assessment reports that often require extensive manipulation in order to extract value. The current version of the tool will allow location managers to view findings and assign responsibilities and timetables for corrective actions, as well as track when corrective actions have been completed. By collecting consistent data in a defined format, managers and safety professionals at a glance can identify the status or health of a biosafety, occupational health, and environmental program across a single facility, region, or the agency, and even across defined time periods. The defined dashboards are customizable to the end user's specific need and reports in real time. A manager using the dashboard can rapidly identify areas in need of review and improvement. Opportunities for improvement are prioritized in groups so the end user knows specifically how many times an event occurred and specifically where in the facility. In doing the data analysis, specific goals, targeted training, or abatement programs can be developed. In the end, the targeted data points can guide a manager in a process of continual improvement and efficient allocation of resources within the safety program areas. Thank you.